This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Good morning. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to the Alamo Tiger Baseball Stadium. We're ready for baseball. I'm Charles Winicky. Thanks for tuning in to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. It's a doubleheader on a gorgeous day here in the Tularosa Basin. Looking out towards the southwest from our perch here in the press box at Tiger Stadium, kind of looking out towards the Oregon Mountains, and just an absolutely gorgeous day. A little bit of cloud cover, but nice and warm. At least right now, the winds aren't too bad, which for March, we will certainly take that anytime we can. And just ready to kind of start ramping up spring sports. We've had some of it already going on. Tennis has been playing for a few weeks, but track and field started this weekend for Alamogordo. Same with baseball. Softball still a couple weeks away. They did have their scrimmages last week, but that's getting going here soon, and we'll have golf underway in about a week or so. Not this upcoming Monday, but the Monday and Tuesday following, they'll have their seasons getting underway. And then we'll also see Tularosa and Cloudcroft and Mescalero Apache get into their spring sports seasons here before too long. So the weather certainly feels like it right now. It could change in a heartbeat. It's New Mexico, so we could be really cold by this time next week. Who knows? But certainly not bad at all. We encourage you, if you're listening in the area, please come on down and support Tiger Baseball. This is going to be a beautiful day to just sit back, relax, and enjoy things. And it's the best time of year because, hey, hope springs eternal, and it feels like that's, sits with baseball maybe than any other sport, as everybody is 0-0. There are some teams around the state that have already played some games this year, but these two teams are opening their season today, so there's that feeling in your stomach, that expectation to get into a new season. You don't exactly know how it's going to go, and you're certainly hoping that this is the start of a year where you're headed to the postseason. I know Tiger Baseball hopes that they can return to the postseason. It's been a few years, and would like to have a solid start to things this morning, and actually it'll be this afternoon once we actually start playing some baseball. Both teams are about done with their infield, outfield stuff. Tigers already did theirs. Roswell is just finishing up their infield, outfield before the start of the game. They'll probably go out there and drag the infield before things start, but looking forward to seeing what these two teams have to offer. Just the nice warm air, the smell of sunscreen. That's one that always feels like the weather has gotten warmer. And, hey, if you don't have anything big going on the Saturday, we certainly hope that you can make a visit down here. I believe you have JV going on as well over at the JV complex across from Mountain View Middle School, too. So let me check my schedule and make sure I'm not lying to you. I guess it wouldn't be lying. It would just be being wrong. No, actually, no JV games, just varsity today. So it looks like JV for Alamo, they'll play at Roswell on the 18th. C-team's got a decent amount of games, but not a ton. I think JV played earlier this week at Artesia. Yeah. I think they might have actually there were some C-teams games added in there as well. So we'll run through the entire Tiger baseball schedule, which they've got a ton of home games. That's one of the nice things about their schedule this year. For quite a while, both Alamo baseball and softball didn't have a lot of home games outside of district. It's the same for softball this year, but for baseball, they're playing 2 home today. They'll be home Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, and the following week after that. So nice to get 8 non-district home games this year. It's a pretty good collection for sure for Tiger baseball. All right, we're going to take our first break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. We are live here from Tiger Stadium as Alamogordo baseball gets ready to get going against Roswell on a beautiful Saturday, almost afternoon. Stay with us here on Alamo Sports Talk.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Sweet Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank. Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. We're 10 minutes away from first pitch, I believe. I do see the umpires making their way onto the field right now. That was the only thing I wasn't sure. Sometimes that can hold us up a little bit, but the crew is ready to go, it looks like, and so I'm sure we'll see the two head coaches exchanging lineup cards at home plate here in just a little while. And we'll be about ready to go with this afternoon's game. The Tigers schedule this year, I mentioned that they've got a couple of round-robin tournaments coming up next week. So next week, you've got Alamogordo at home against Artesia, and then they'll host, that's on Thursday. On Friday, they'll host Valencia, and on Saturday, they'll have a 4 p.m. game against Nimi. Those two games on Thursday and Friday are both scheduled to be 6 p.m. start times. Also on Thursday, Roswell's going to take on Rodoso here. Lovington's going to face off against Valencia. And then at noon on Friday, it's Lovington versus Rodoso and Lovington versus Roswell. And then on Saturday, Rodoso is going to take on Valencia and Roswell is going to face off against Nimi. So all those games happening here at Tiger Stadium next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the first of two round robins. The second one, following week, not quite as many games. Alamo's going to play a 4 p.m. game on Thursday against Deming, and then Deming's going to play Santa Fe right after that. On Friday, there's going to be a 4 p.m. game between Santa Teresa and Santa Fe, and then Alamo's going to take on Santa T. And then on the final day, it'll be Santa Fe versus El Paso Leadership Academy, and Alamogordo is going to take on Santa Teresa again. So it'll end up being a doubleheader there against Santa Tia. So I was surprised for Santa Fe being down here as much as they are that they're not playing Alamogordo in any of those games. Kind of weird how that worked out, but I assume that schedule is correct there for the for those round robins. So after those two round robins, Alamogordo will play at the Artesia tournament, the 20th through the 22nd, and then they'll head into district, which district begins essentially a month away from today. It'll be the 31st, but of course it's a best-of-3 series in District 3-5A, so they'll play a single game on a Tuesday and then a doubleheader I don't know if it actually maybe Monday, Thursday, I think, the way that's working out this year. So Monday doubleheader, or Monday single game, Thursday doubleheader, whether it's home or away. Obviously, it'll work out either way there. So outside of that, we know they'll be playing Centennial, and they'll be playing Las Cruces and Oregon Mountain and Mayfield and Gadsden. And so it'll be busy times for sure when we get around to that part of the season for sure. Looks like they've already had the discussion at home plates, and we should be getting ready to get started. Alamogordo, by the way, in their home white pinstripes today with Alamogordo in cursive across the front, black numerals, and gold outlining for them. Meanwhile, for Roswell, looks kind of like a gunmetal gray jerseys with white numerals and red outlining, and they are going to be wearing, looks like, can't tell if those are white or gray pants, to be honest with you. So looks like about ready to announce the lineups for each side. Okay. They are mentioning those for Roswell. Those are gray pants, it looks like, and a lighter gray. So kind of that dark gray color for the top and a light gray on the bottom with red belts. And at least their first guys got the high socks. Most everybody else is wearing the long pants. The Tigers, I'm sure it'll be probably a mixed grouping for them in the way they wear those. So starting lineups for each side. Davian Dominguez, the center fielder for Roswell, will lead things off. He wears number 2. Number 15 is Luke Lynn. He is the shortstop. The third baseman is Joaquin Bolaños, and he wears number 13. Number 23, Noah Lynn, is playing at first base. The second baseman is Savino Sanchez, and he is wearing number 12. Number 8 is Diego Villa, and he's the catcher. The DH for the Coyotes is Elias Lujan, and he wears number 18. Jace Griffin is the starting pitcher, and he's going to be hit for the DH as he wears number 4. Abe Toscano is the center fielder. He wears number 3, and number 6 is Adrian Lucero, and he wears number 9. Their reserves are Jaime Nevada's number 7 and Isaac Orozco, number 00. And I'll tell you their coaching roster here in just a second. They are head coached by Ernest Lujan, and his assistants are Robert Lovato, Jason Zamora, and Clarence Cheadle. All right, for the Tigers, they are going to have Cade Kiss in center field to lead things off, wearing number 6. Number 2 is Billy Copeland. He's the second baseman. Number 12 is Brandon Williams. He is the third baseman. Having to remember my numbers for baseball here. It's first game of the season, y'all. First baseman Preston Eldred is number 11 and over at first base. Kellen Wall's the pitcher, and he's wearing number 15. Aiden Tupper is the shortstop, and he wears number 4. Aiden McGinnis, the right fielder, is wearing number 1. Eric Vasquez is the DH. He's wearing number 7. Number 5, Ethan Phillips, is number 2, or is playing catcher. And Ryan Macklin is the left fielder wearing number 10. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll return. Tiger Baseball coming up for you next.
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning, flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All others subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019. Tiger baseball season getting underway. Looks like we got a young bat boy out there this year. Kind of fun. Anyway, we were going through lineups, but the national anthem was about to start, so we had to fit in a quick break. Thanks for listening, by the way, to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Tiger reserves for today are number 8, Chasten Austin, number 9, Aiden Knowles, and number 3, Gabriel De Leon Atkinson. Tigers are coached by Nathan Winrow and assisted by Justin Phillips and Alvino Collazo. Tigers are out on the field, as we mentioned, in their white pinstripes. And Roswell, dark gray tops, gray pants. And white, it almost looks like cream lettering and numerals outlined in red. I should say the lettering is, the numerals are black outlined in red on their uniforms today. Bright and sunshine. I would say if you come on out here, either have yourself an umbrella or make sure you put on the sunscreen. It's definitely one of those days that you'll burn a little bit if you don't take care of yourself from that standpoint. Ready to get this one underway, pretty close to right at noon, and looking forward to hopefully a competitive one between these two sides. Kellen Wall is the starting pitcher for the Tigers. The battery for Alamogordo is Wall, and Ethan Phillips is the man behind home plate. That's definitely a big change for the Tigers. Cash DeLanda for, 4 years it felt like? Maybe 5. I think it was 4, has been the catcher for the Tigers. So here's the first pitch, and that's going to miss up. And Davian Dominguez, the leadoff hitter for the Coyotes, right-handed hitter, will await the 1-0 from Wall. That one will drop below the knees, and the count is 2-0. Just underway here from Tiger Stadium. And Wall, a very quick worker, ready to go. And that one's a bit high as well. And so just missing, not by much. But 3-0 now. And gets it in there for a called strike on the 3-0. That one right at the belt, and it's 3-1. Hits the outside corner on a called strike. Dominguez thought that he had earned the walk, had turned to flip the bat towards his dugout, but it's 3-2 now. And so good battle back here from Wall. Let's see if he can get the out. Swing and a miss and struck him out. So after falling behind 3-0, good work there from Wall. And got one right on the outside corner on the 3-1. And a swing and a miss on the 3-2. Check swing. Did not go. Pitch misses a little bit high. And it's Luke Lynn, the shortstop for the Coyotes, as the 1-0. That one will miss down and maybe a bit away. And the count is 2-0. Lynn hitting from the right-hand side. And here comes the pitch. Swing and misses at that, 2-1. Good breaking ball there. Sort of froze the hitter, 2-2. And the count is even. Wall ready to go. Here's the pitch. And foul tip into the glove. Good catch there from Phillips. And that is the second strikeout for Wall. And Wall sort of switched up his motion there on that. It was kind of a short move to home plate, try and maybe mess with the rhythm of the hitter. Pitch misses down on the first offering to the third baseman, Joaquin Bolaños. Most of the time he sort of takes a step back with his left foot and then goes into his motion on that last one. And same with a high leg kick. And looking for the outside corner on the 1-0. Doesn't get it, 2-0. But on that 2-2, shorten up his motion. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. And so Wall off to a solid start this afternoon. Base is empty, 2 outs on top of the first. The 2-1 pitch. This is hit in the air, and it is shallow center field. It will fall, and trying to make the grab out there in center on a diving attempt was Cade Kiss, but could not get there. Kiss is a little slow to get up afterwards, but seems like he's okay. And just a little bloop single there from Bolaños, but it puts a man on here for the Coyotes, and their cleanup hitter Noah Lynn will come to the plate, the first baseman. And Noah looks like a cleanup hitter. Pretty big stature, big guy. And looking for the outside corner is going to miss on the first. And it's 1-0. So runner on first with 2 outs in the top of the first. Wall to the plate. And this is outside. Phillips was quickly up out of his stance. Did not make the throw to first. And so the count 2-0 to the cleanup hitter for the Coyotes. This is hit in the air and into right field, and going back and making the catch for the Tigers in right field is Aiden McGinnis, and that will be the end of 1. So the Tigers do give up 1 hit, but the Coyotes leave 1 on. No errors, and most importantly for the Tigers, no runs. We're through a half inning, and you're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019. We'll be back right after this.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Roswell Coyotes go through half an inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Tigers' first opportunity to hit on this Saturday afternoon. And the starting pitcher for the Coyotes, Jace Griffin. The man behind home plate, Diego Villa. Tigers lineup, Cade Kiss leading things off, Billy Copeland, and Brandon Williams, the first three hitters for the Tigers. As Roswell is through their warm-ups. And Kiss striding up to the left-hand batter's box. I was noticing that I don't think Coach, it doesn't look like it's Coach Winrow over there at first, but I guess I need to pull out my binoculars. I don't think I brought them with me, unfortunately. When he was walking up, I didn't think it was him. I think he's maybe not coaching third base this year. He's going to, a lot of times the head coach is the third base coach. It's different for everybody. First pitch is going to miss, and it's 1-0. Kissel step out of the box and then back in. And here comes the pitch from Griffin. That misses high, and 2-0. Very loud in the Tiger dugout. And looking for the outer half of the plate. It's 2-1. Left-handed pitcher Jace Griffin for the Coyotes. And hold up on a check swing, and the pitch is going to miss above the belt. And the count is 3-1 now. Leadoff hitter for the Tigers. Leadoff hitter for the season. See how it goes for Alamo. The 3-1. And that's a pretty good breaking pitch. That drops in there for strike 3-2. And here comes the lefty. Swing and a miss from Kiss. The ball is going to drop. The catcher up with it quickly in the throw to first. So Villa handles that pretty cleanly. And both pitchers begin their outing today with strikeouts. And so it'll be Billy Copeland coming to the plate. Some new names in this lineup, especially towards the top. You look through the lineup and Cade Kiss, Preston Eldred, Kellen Wall, Aiden Tupper, Eric Vasquez, Ryan Macklin, but there's, about half the lineup is new names, new faces. Swing and a miss from Copeland. And the count is 0-1. And Griffin, similar to Wall, is ready to go right away. He is not, now we've got time called. And there was something over towards the Alamogordo dugout that caught the umpire's attention. And the 0-1's going to miss outside. High misses at the letters. And the count is 2-1. Kind of interesting. Copeland's got, he has short sleeves, but it looks like he's got a hoodie top out of the top of his jersey. That's a good pitch from Griffin as he slides that one in there in the back door, and it's 2-2. And the pitch. Down and in. And it'll be 3-2 now to Copeland. And the pitch. That'll miss high and outside. And the Tigers draw a walk and get their first base runner of the season. So Copeland over to first, and that will bring up Brandon Williams in the number 3 spot for the Tigers. So Copeland a junior, and Williams stepping up is a sophomore. And he will hit this hard, but likely foul. Yes, it is up the first base side. And the count is 0-1. First good contact off of Tiger bats. And this one, working out of the stretch. Griffin comes to the plate. And this one hit well and right into right center field. And turning second over to third and getting there easily. That will also allow the runner to advance to second. So it's a single for Williams. He'll advance to second on the throw. And the Tigers have second and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. But well struck there from Brandon Williams as he sliced that into right center field. And it'll bring up Preston Eldred with a chance to give the Tigers an early lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Right before that pitch, I was going to talk about last year base running was a challenge for the Tigers. And with a left-handed pitcher, they've got to be acutely aware of the pickoff, but certainly didn't affect them there. That was solid base running. Not only advanced the man to third, but because the throw to third put another person in scoring position. A swing and a miss here from the Tiger first baseman, Eldred. He'll watch the next one miss the letters, and the count evens up at 1-1. Eldred batting from the right-hand side. Left-handed pitching Griffin. Second and third with 1 out for the Tigers. Down and in. It gets away from the pitcher, or the catcher, I should say, but not quite far enough to send the runner home. I think with 1 out, you're maybe not too aggressive there. And so the count is 2-1. And this is a ground ball to the right side. This will score the run. They'll make the throw to first and get the out. Runner is to third, and, well, got a little bit off the bag there and had to scramble back as they made the throw to third, but give him an RBI ground out and give the Tigers the lead. 4-3 put out. 2 down, but still a runner on third. And 2 down here for Kellen Wall as the lefty steps up to the plate and trying to help his own cause here, a base hit. And he can give himself a 2-spot lead. And a swing and a miss from Wall. And the count's 0-1. So it's 1-0 Tigers in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss again, and that was another good breaking pitch there from Griffin. Good movement and moving away from the hitter. And Griffin a strike away from minimizing the damage. The 0-2. That's in the dirt and away. Easy for Wall to lay off of that. Count is 1-2. Runner on third and 2 outs. Tigers with 1 run home already in the bottom of the first inning. And they lead 1-0. The 1-2 from the lefty. And popped out of play. And we'll do it again. Hayden Tupper would be next if Wall can reach. Griffin into his motion. We'll pause in it, and here's the pitch, and he'll miss outside on that. And so the count has evened up now, 2-2 after falling behind 0-2. A lot of good noise out there, either from the fans in the stands. We've got a pretty good crowd, and the Alamogordo dugout as well. Here comes the 2-2. And this is again fouled off the screen. Stays in the field of play. And we'll keep the count at 2-2. Brandon Williams at third. He has the hit in the inning. Tigers have registered a walk. A single and a ground out, but it's brought a run in. Swing and a miss, and Griffin comes up with a big strikeout and strands that Tiger runner at third. So it's one run home on one hit, one runner left on, and no errors. And the Tigers lead 1-0 after one on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll return to Tiger Stadium after this here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. It's 1-0 Alamogordo. We go to the top of the second inning as the Roswell Coyotes bring up their number 5, 6, and 7 hitters in this inning, and will be led off by Savino Sanchez. And this is a soft pop-up. Looks like it's going to get out of play behind home plate, and it will. And so the count is 0-1 to the Roswell second baseman. There is one that is hit well into left field, and that'll be a base knock. A single for Sanchez. And we'll bring up the catcher, Diego Villa. As the Coyotes try to answer back here in the top half of the second. Second hit of the day for Roswell. See if Wall makes a move over to first. Does not. First pitch is in there for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Villa with a look over to his coach in the third base box. And is ready to go. From the stretch, Wall, pickoff move to first. Runner will be back in time as Eldred applies the tag. Runner on first, and an 0-1 count here to Villa. Eldred again set, or I should say Wall set. Pitch will miss low. And it's 1-1 here to Villa. Wall with the long look in, comes set. And good breaking pitch there from Wall. Has got Villa in front of it. It's 1-2. Definitely took something off and had nice movement on it. And Wall a little bit quicker into his motion here. 1-2. He's going to miss outside. Trying to get Villa to chase on it. 2-2. Another pitch to work with here before he has to try to get it over home plate. 2-2. Swing and a miss and struck him out. Third strikeout for Kellen Wall. One out in the inning. And it'll bring up Elias Lujan, the DH. Number 18 stepping into the box. As the righty steps in against the right-handed pitching Wall. Runner still on first with one out. Quick pickoff move to first. And again, Sanchez back in time. Wall set from the stretch. And the pitch. And that one right in there for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Went to the fastball to lead things off. Wall ready to go. And another pickoff move to first. Eldred will apply the tag, but keeping a close eye on Sanchez, who gets back in time. I think that's 4 or 5 pickoff throws over in that direction. And here's a ground ball that is, or I'm sorry, a fly ball that is going to be hit out of play up the third base side. And so 0-2. One out and a runner on first. Tigers in front 1-0 in the top of the second. And that's away. Similar to the pitch that we saw him try to get Villa to catch, or to chase, I should say, and both Roswell hitters were able to lay off. The 1-2. And a ground ball. Yes, this time actually ground ball over towards third, but it's going to roll foul. And the count will remain 1-2. Tigers normal depth on the well, I should say double play depth on the infield. Pickoff throw to first. A little bit of a late break back to the bag there for Sanchez, but he does get back in time. And ready to come here with the 1-2. The pitch. Again outside. As Phillips had to slide to his right to keep that in front of him. Count now 2-2. And a ground ball to third, but again will be foul. And it'll be snagged by the Roswell third base coach. So this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Time called is one of those foul balls that was up the line. Gets thrown back into Phillips, the catcher. And now we're ready to go. Wall continues to work out of the stretch, shakes off the first pitch, but likes the next one. The 2-2. And again, contact high in the air. Eldred making a run over towards the Alamogordo dugout, but it's going to get out of play. And so we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Certainly the longest at-bat we've seen from either side today. Sanchez still the runner on first. 1 out and a 2-2. Breaking pitch, couldn't quite get the spot. I think it may have missed a little inside and maybe a bit high. And 3-2. Tough pitch to lay off of there for sure. But got to give credit to Lujan on that. 3-2, ground ball, and it's a slow roller with Wall to get it. He'll underhand throw it to first. No play for the man at second, so it does move the man up, but picks up the second out. 1-3 on the putout. Abe Toscano will come to the plates. No, actually, it's AB. Okay. I've seen that pronounced a couple of different ways. So, AB Toscano, the center fielder. Tigers' middle infielders are showing behind the runner at second, but Wall will come to the plate, and he'll miss down and away to Toscano. And the count 1-0. Another right-handed hitter for the Coyotes. The 1-0. And this is well hit and just over the glove at second base. And here comes the throw home. It will not get there. The run will score, and a big 2-out single from A.B. Toscano brings in the run and ties up the game at 1. Looked like for maybe a second, Copeland was going to be able to climb the ladder and get to it. Fortunately, with the netting here that covers the fans. It's a little hard to pick up where the ball is sometimes, so he may not have been that close, but he made the jump for it. Swing and a miss. Pitch is in the dirt. And it'll be 0-1 here to the right fielder, Adrian Lucetto. But we're back even here at the top of the second inning. And a big two-out hit here for the Roswell Coyotes has evened up this game at 1. Wall working out of the stretch still. And the second pitch fouled off and out of play. And he works ahead in the count quickly, 0-2. That's 3 hits now on the day for Roswell. Trying to keep this inning alive with 2 outs. Runner goes. Pitch a little high. Here's the throw. And it's going to one-hop. And so A.B. Toscano picks up a stolen base. And so Roswell puts themselves back with the runner in scoring position. If Lucetto can follow up what Toscano just did, trying to give his team the lead. 1-2 the count. Runner on second and 2 down. Swing, and I believe he did go around. He did. And that is the end of the inning. So a couple of strikeouts for Wall, but 2 hits for the Coyotes, one run Tiger errors, and 1 runner left on in the top of the second inning. And after 1.5 here at Tiger Stadium, it's Roswell 1 and Alamogordo 1. We'll return right after this. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Suite Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019 on this Saturday afternoon. Doubleheader between the Alamogordo Tigers and the Roswell Coyotes. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Tigers will send up Aiden Tupper, and the first pitch he sees from Jace Griffin is outside, and the count is 1-0. It is 6, 7, and 8 in the order for the Tigers. Tupper, then Aiden McGinnis, and Eric Vasquez. And one of the fielders, I'm going to say, a little confused. Tupper was, well, he was talking to the home plate umpire or the catcher, but the shortstop for Coyotes was lacing up his cleat. So that was the pause, and here comes the 1-0. And this one hit to the right side. Will it stay in play? It will not. Chase for the right side of the infield and outfield for Roswell, but it will just be a strike. 1-1 on the foul off. Tigers brought in a run on a ground out in the first. Have 1 hit on the day. And the lefty Griffin into his motion. Here's the pitch. And this one hit in the air, but foul. This occasion it's over to the left side as he hits it into the big foul territory, which is not quite as big as it used to be. We didn't used to have fencing that cut off at least on the left side, the bullpen over there. And it's 1-2. And in the dirt, and the count evens up at 2-2. Hey, we don't talk about how nice of a facility this is. You know, the fact that you do have a batting cage on both sides. You've got a bullpen on both sides. So places for visiting and away teams to get ready. And a called strike 3 right at the knees. Tupper thought that one was a little low, but the umpire gets the final say, and it's strike 3 looking. And so it'll bring up number 1, Aiden McGinnis, the right fielder. And the grass is trying to get things going here at Tiger Stadium. It's still kind of a little early in the season, but I'm sure by the end of the year they've really done some nice work on the field. As again, that one right at the knees. 0-1 to McGinnis. So Griffin starting to hit some spots here. Goes with the breaking pitch, but that one will miss high and outside. And the count is 1-1. It's been a good game called by the home plate umpire so far. Swing and a miss. Kind of a late decision, you could tell. McGinnis sort of paused as he started to go around and then eventually did go around. And here comes the 1-2. And here's ground ball to the left side. And it is snagged by the shortstop. Throw to first is going to get away. And it'll get behind first base. And getting to second on the throwing error is McGinnis. As Luke Lynn over at short one-hopped it, and at first Noah Lynn was unable to scoop it out. And it got over behind the bag. And the Tigers will certainly take a runner in scoring position any way they can get it, E6. And it'll bring up Eric Vasquez with a runner in scoring position and 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning as the Tigers hope to regain their lead. The pitch from Griffin and fouled off by Vasquez behind home plate, and the count is 0-1. Last of the order, Ryan Macklin in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. The 0-1. Inside it misses. And 1-1. Kind of got the catcher via off balance as he was trying to get over to that on the left side. McGinnis at second. Vasquez will watch that one in there, and that'll miss, I think, outside. And the count is 2-1. Roddy Vasquez, the left-handed pitching Griffin for the Coyotes. 2-1, and that will miss low. And Griffin, can't tell he was exasperated with himself or the call from the home plate umpire. He thought that was a strike, or he just was upset that he missed the pitch. Kind of threw his arms up. 3-1. Fouled off on a late swing there from Vasquez. And the count goes full 3-2. Look back to second. Breaking ball, and that's going to miss high. And I'm going to say, just based on that last reaction there from Griffin, that he felt like he should have maybe had one of those last two pitches, but he draws a walk. Does Vasquez, and it's first and second for the Tigers. And so Ryan Macklin will come to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. Macklin check swing. Now the umpires in the field, they don't have somebody up the first base line to get a clear view of whether he went around or not. As per usual, two-man crews for regular season games for baseball and softball. Macklin squaring to bunt, and he's going to do so. And it's fielded cleanly. He looked like for a second Griffin was going to try to throw to third, but instead he will throw to first and get the out. But the sacrifice does move the runners up. And we'll see if Cade Kiss with 2 outs. Tigers now need a base hit in order to get a run home. Kiss, a strikeout victim his first time up. as it'll be lefty versus lefty. Kiss will hold up and watch that in there for a called strike on the outer half of the plate. And the count is 0-1. That'll miss high. Count is 1-1. The Tigers have worked runners into second and third with not a hit in the inning, but they need one now. And Kiss will hit this high in the air to right field, but it should be playable. And that is grabbed, and the inning is over. Parking under it was Adrian Lucero. And so the Tigers cannot take advantage. No hits in the inning. One Roswell error, 2 runners left on, and no runs. And we are all square after 2 complete. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 1-1 between the Roswell Coyotes and the Alamogordo Tigers. And we'll return to Tiger Stadium after this break. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Tigers and the Coyotes tied at 1. Opening day for both these teams, Tiger Baseball and Coyote Baseball, on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Kellen Wall pitching for the Tigers, and breaking ball will just miss a little bit high. Tigers with 1 in the first, and the Coyotes answer back in the top of the second. We're in the top of the third, and this will be fouled off to the right side by Davion Dominguez, leadoff hitter for Roswell. And then a 1-hop to the backstop, 2-1. No need for the Tigers to go and chase. So a 2-1 count, and here's the pitch from Wall. And this is hit in the air right field. And a chase into foul territory, and making the grab on the run. And a nice catch there from the Tigers right fielder, Aiden McGinnis. It's kind of interesting. Dominguez, I was kind of, when he got over to first base, I don't know, it looked like he was, and Wall completely lost the handle of the baseball as he went to deliver that one, just sort of dribbled away from the mound, so not sure what happened there. So it should be 1-0. And he's going to give a grab of the rosin bag and make sure he's got a better grip this time. Luke will end the hitter, and ahead in the count 1-0. And couldn't get the called strike on the 1-0. It's 2-0. It was an interesting reaction watching Dominguez because it almost looked like he thought the ball was dropped, or I don't know. There was something that he saw that I didn't, but I don't know if McGinnis maybe is trapping the ball over there against the wall or something, but here's the 3-0. And gets the fastball over for a strike. No doubt Lynn taking on the 3-0. And it's 3-1. Joaquin Bolaños in the on-deck circle. And a ground ball. This is going to be playable. Getting over to second. It's going to be tough to get it there in time. They will not, and it'll be an infield single. As the second baseman, Copeland, got to it, but sort of a slow dribbler deep in the hole up the middle and wasn't able to make the play. So it puts a runner on, and Joaquin Bolaños, who picked up a 2-out single in the first, will step to the plate for the second time, 1-for-1. And Lynn getting a solid lead from first. We'll see if Wall makes a move over that way. Does not. To the plate, pitches in the dirt, but solid movement from Phillips to keep it in front of him. He slid to his right. And the count is 1-1. As is the score. 1-1 in the top of the third with 1 out. As Wall comes set at the belt, here's the pitch. And a ground ball right side. This is double play. Oh, but right through the glove of the second baseman. And the Tigers will get it back in, but an E4. That was tailor-made, but unfortunately for Copeland, unable to field it cleanly, and so it's first and third now with 1 out. You're certainly getting the force at second there if you field that cleanly, but may have been difficult to turn to. And breaking ball's in there for a called strike on Noah Lynn. He flew out to right field. He'd like another one of those this run around. He had McGinnis have to go track that down deep in right field. That would score a run in this spot. Pickoff throw to first. Runner is, well, they're going to get him in a rundown, but the run is going to score. So Roswell will take that. So they decided to focus on the man in between first and second, and that's exactly what Roswell wanted. And that's one of those, I think, when you start to get him running back towards first, you got to throw it to home plate. But Tigers decide to take the out, and they give up the run, and it's 2-1 Roswell. And this is hit in the air right around home plate. Phillips, the catcher, he's going to get under it and grab it. And the inning is over, but not before Roswell takes the lead as they play a base running game. It's one of those where you send that runner from first, you see if the catcher will throw out to second, but that time it was just the runner sort of got a third of the way there and decided to throw it out towards second, and they got in a rundown. And unfortunately did not keep it on that runner on third, and the man came home and scored. So we will make our way to the bottom of the third, see if Alamogordo can answer back on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's the Coyotes 2, the Tigers 1. And you're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101 now.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning, flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Tiger baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo trails 2-1 as Jace Griffin's first pitch to Billy Copeland is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to the Tiger second baseman who walked and scored in the first inning. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and 0-2 now. The pitch. And Jess getting a piece of it. And the count will stay 0-2 as it just dribbles away from home plate. Might have also deflected off of Copeland on the foul tip. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Tigers. Brandon Williams, who has the one Tiger hit, is in the on-deck circle. And then Preston Eldred, who has the Tiger RBI. And that cleanup spot will hit third in this inning. And this is hit pretty well. Right center field. This should get down. It does. And on a 2-strike count, Billy Copeland able to slice one out to right center field. And the Tigers have their second hit of the day, and they're trying to answer back after surrendering the lead in the top of the first and get off to a great start as Brandon Williams, who on his hit did pretty much the same thing, just opposite way to right center field. As the third baseman will step in. And we'll see how aggressive the Tigers want to be on the base pass here. Copeland does not go. That breaking pitch is going to miss high. And they count 1-0 to Williams. Griffin working out of the stretch. Don't want to get too big of a lead. Again, you got a lefty that can make a quick move and slot him back into first. But that was, as we've talked about a little bit in the pregame and during the game, Tiger base running cost them a fair amount last year and had a lot of pickoffs over at first, so sure a little bit in the back of their mind. Foul tip by Williams. The count evens up at 1-1. But you also have some different guys in the lineup, like these two that we're talking about right here. So may not be anything to them. 1-1 and hard hit but foul. And the count is 1-2 now to Williams. And every team seems to have a little bit of a different attitude about them, and we'll see how this one shapes up throughout the season as it's fouled off again by Williams. To the screen, the count is 1-2. Bottom of the third inning, if you're just joining us, we're getting towards the top of the hour here on this Saturday. Tigers with a run in the bottom of the first. The Coyotes have answered with a run in the top of the second and top of the third. And in the bottom of the third, nobody out and a runner on first for Alamo. 1-2 in the dirt, and that one will bounce away from the catcher up the first base line, and easily advancing to second into scoring position is Copeland on the wild pitch. So the count evens here at 2-2. With that runner on second. And down and in. And the count goes full now, 3-2. So it's nobody out and a runner on second. Ground ball foul, getting a piece of it out of play. And the count remains full here, 3-2. Williams set, Griffin set. And they will throw back to second, and that ball will get away into the outfield. We'll see if they'll be able to make the throw to third. Not going to be in time. And so the Tigers will move that runner up to third. First it was a wild pitch, and then on the pickoff throw, it gets away from the shortstop. Count still full, a runner on third, and so a deep fly ball or a ground out here could bring the run in. It'll miss high, and that'll put the runner on first. So it's on the corners now for the Tigers after a walk in a single inning, but a wild pitch and a failed pickoff attempt. And the Tigers cleanup hitter to the plate with runners on first and third. See how aggressive the Tigers want to be, maybe trying to steal the bag here. One of those advantage situations that does the catcher want to make the throw out towards second and allow that runner to try to score from third. Not much of a lead, and a swing and a foul off from Eldred. And maybe just a chance here where you want to let your cleanup hitter just hit and not worry about the base running part of it. Runner goes, swing and a miss. They will throw to second, but they will throw it short. And so the runner will be safe at second. No tag applied. It'll be 0-2 to Eldred, but the Tigers do have runners on second and third. I don't know if that was intentionally thrown in front of the bag or that's just where it ended up. Eldred will stay alive as he just gets a piece of it. But he will get another swing here. It's 0-2. Kellen Wall in the on-deck circle. He'd love to, at minimum, get this one back even, but with nobody out and runners on second and third, a golden opportunity for the Tigers to take the lead. The 0-2 just got a piece of it, and it is going to end up right in front of home plate, and the throw to third is going to be in time as Copeland got too far away from the bag and couldn't get back in time. And so the fielder's choice now makes it first and second with one out. And unfortunately, the base running for the Tigers bites them early. Wall, a swing and a miss on the first offering, and it's 0-1. Now, Roswell kind of helped out the Tigers a little bit in this inning, as a foul off by Wall will deflect off the catcher's mask into the backstop. It's 0-2 with the wild pitch and the error on the pickoff attempt. And there the Tigers sort of reciprocate with a base running mistake. 0-2 here to Wall. And he will hit this high in the air to shallow right field. And that is going to be an out, as that is grabbed in right field by Lucero. And it'll be first and second with two outs. So an inning that was showing a lot of promise for the Tigers. Now going to need a base hit and one that may be kind of deep in order to score. However, you'll be running on contact here if you're Brandon Williams out at second base. So we'll see if Aiden Tupper can make something happen here. Struck out his first time up as Griffin plate high and outside. He misses. So the Tigers led off with a single and work their way around to third on the error in the wild pitch in the air. Got the runner on with a walk. He advanced to second on a steal. But then a throw out to third on a short little ground out. And then a pop-up and swing and a miss from Tupper. And the count is 1-1. Williams got a pretty good running lead on that pitch, so he's certainly going to be running on any sort of contact. And stepping back into the box now, as Griffin's ready to go. 1-1. That'll miss down and in. And the count moves now to 2-1. A 2-1 lead for Roswell in the bottom of the third inning. Tigers with two runners on with two outs. But this will feel like a big missed opportunity if the Tigers can at least get one across. The pitch is down and in. It's 3-1. And then the Roswell defense wasn't paying attention as Williams was able to advance from second to third. Not sure that makes a huge difference, but maybe it, based on where the, if the Tigers can get a hit here, or if there's a wild pitch, that certainly could. And it's going to be a called strike as Tupper had thrown his bat and was headed over towards first. And the count is 3-2. And now the catcher for the Coyotes sending out some different defensive instructions, it looks like, as he stepped forward, and Villa will now get back behind home plate. And a ground ball up the third base line, but it'll be foul. And the count will stay 3-2. I'm sure part of that had to do with Eldred's going to be going on 3-2 and 2 outs. So he's going to, as soon as the pitch is thrown, he's going to be running. But they are actually holding him over at first, which is kind of interesting. I guess maybe hoping he starts to go early and they can get a pickoff thrown behind him. Tupper going to hit this well, right center field. Will it get down? It will not. On the run, making the grab out in center field is Davion Dominguez, and that will end the inning. So Griffin works out of trouble there. The Tigers unable to cash in as they leave 2 runners on. They have 1 hit in the inning, 1 Roswell error, and no runs across. And we're through 3 complete. It's Roswell 2, Alamogordo 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And a swing and a miss from Dominguez. And the count is 0-1. And missing inside. 1-1. Kellen Wall continues on the bump for the Tigers here in the top of the 4th. Tigers trailing 2-1. And in there at the knees for a called strike. And the count evens up at 1-2. And a ground ball over towards third. Scooped up cleanly. Throw on the run is going to be there, and Eldred was able to keep his foot on the bag. Good defense on both sides there for the Tigers of the corner as Brandon Williams makes a difficult throw up the line on the third base side, and then Eldred had to stretch to keep his foot on the bag and secure that. And so the Tigers pick up the first out. And in there for a strike on the first pitch to Luke Lynn. I'm sorry. That was the wrong part of the order. That was Savino Sanchez last up. And a swing and a miss here to Diego Villa, and it's 0-2. First day working a baseball score sheet in about a year. Sometimes it takes me a minute. 1-2 as pitches in the dirt to Villa. Base is empty and one out in the top of the fourth. And the pitch from Wall. Called strike 3. And sends Villa back to the dugout. Good pitch there from Wall. And it'll be Elias Lujan, who grounded out in his first at-bat. Coming to the plate for the second time today. Wall's been solid today. Gave him a hit in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. First pitch will miss, and it's 1-0 here to Lujan. Swing and a miss, and 1-1. One of those pitches he just sort of, or swings rather, he's kind of short-armed at the end. And the 1-1. Looking to hit that outside half of the plate again, couldn't get the call. Low and 2-1. Here's the pitch from Wall. That will miss outside. And it's 3-1. Somebody from the crowd yelled out like that was a strike, but looked like that missed outside. Threw me off for a second. And here is a breaking ball that is hit up the third base line, but will be foul. I always love when the coaches, first or third base side, clearly it's a foul ball, but they'll point to the other side. Oh, yeah, fair ball. 3-2 the count. And misses high, and it's a walk. I'm starting to wonder if our scoreboard did go to 3-2, because it seems like a couple of innings now we've had 3-2 counts, but they've just kept it 2-2. I did see it go to 3, though, so. Anyhow, a walk, and A.B. Toscano, who singled and brought in a run. I think that was with 2 outs the last time, so Tigers trying to avoid that again. Yeah, that time it was Savino Sanchez singled. Lujan grounded out. It moved the runner up to second, and then Toscano picked up the RBI single and scored that runner from second. The 1-0 to the center fielder. That one will be at the knees for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. Ball comes set. There's the pitch. That'll miss a little high. And 2-1 now. Tigers trying to keep it a one-run game. Roswell, who's done some damage with 2 outs in this game, trying to make something happen, but a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch there from Wall, and the count is 2-2. And a called strike 3 on the 2-2 as it hits the inside corner and right at the knees. And for the second time in the inning, Wall sends the hitter back looking, and the Tigers keep it a 2-1 game. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. The Tigers up to hit next. 1 runner left on, no hits, no runs, no errors in that top of the fourth. And you're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
So some changes here for Roswell to begin the bottom of the fourth inning. A new pitcher on the mound for them as they bring Joaquin Bolaños in from left field. And he will, the righty, pitch here through the, I would assume, the last half of the game. We'll see. They moved Adrian Lucero. Bolaños moved from third base to pitching. And then the third baseman is now Adrian Lucero, and I can't tell from here who the right fielder is for Roswell, so we'll let you know if when we get to the lineup part of things, if they've changed anything, or because it looks like it could be Elias Lujan, or it doesn't look like it's Jace Griffin because he's wearing a glove in his right hand, so. Or wait, no, that would be right. He would be wearing gloves in his right hand. So it could be Griffin that's out there in left field. Swing and a miss. As the leadoff hitter for the Tigers is number 1, Aiden McGinnis, who reached on an error in his first at-bat. And this one is hit well, but it is going to be foul up the third base line. Did not miss, staying in play by much. Of course, with the first baseball game of the season, reminding myself that I need to have my binoculars with me when I come up here. I don't think I put them in my bag, unfortunately. Don't need that for basketball season. I use it a lot for football, but. The 0-2. And just getting a piece of it. Sort of an excuse me swing over to short, and he's going to get the infield single. Just sort of got the bat out there and made contact, and it went a little bit too far for the pitcher to make a play on it, and was a little bit too slow for the third baseman and the shortstop to make a clean play on it. And as always in baseball, you'll take it any way that you can get it, getting a base runner on. So the Tigers put a runner on first, and Eric Vasquez, who walked in his first at-bat, will come to the plate. And this is hit in the air, and was going on the play was McGinnis, but it'll be 0-1 to Vasquez. So again, it's the righty Bolaños now that is pitching. Pretty good lead away from first. Wouldn't be surprised if they make a throw that direction. Long wait here. And a ground ball to short. This is double play written on it. Throw to second in time. Throw to first. Able to get the double play. So it'll be fielder's choice. 6-4. One down. And so Vasquez will replace McGinnis at first. And Ryan Macklin, who laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up, will come to the plate. And when we talked to him in the interview a couple weeks ago, that was something that he had talked about, that wanting to be a better bunter this year, and so to lay down a good sacrifice. And wouldn't be surprised if maybe they have him try to do the same here. Does not show bunt this time, and going to be a called strike on the outer half of the plate, and it's 0-1. And a check swing on a pitch that'll miss outside. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Pick-off throw to first is not going to be in time. Time's going to be called. Bolaños set. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball that Macklin timed up pretty well just to at least get a piece of it. Sent it back to the backstop. He had to wait on that pitch a little bit. So it's 1 out and a runner on first. 1-2 to the count. Number 9 hitter for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss, and struck him out. So it's 2 down now, and back to the top of the order for Alamogordo. As Cade Kiss, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out, comes to the plate. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Roswell 2, Alamogordo 1. Vasquez, the runner at first for the Tigers. Almost had a base runner in each inning. But unfortunately, just the 1 run to show for it. Pitch will miss outside on the breaking ball, and it's 1-0. Left 1 on in the first, and 2 on in the second, and 2 on in the third. So 5 left on base for the Tigers through 3 innings. Trying not to add another to that total as the pitch is in there for a called strike, 1-1. And again, high on that. Counts 2-1. I think the 3rd inning is the one that'll hurt the most for the Tigers with 2nd and 3rd and nobody out if they're not able to come back in this game. Long wait here. Time going to be called at home plate as Bolaños was making the decision to throw over to first, or hoping that Vasquez would make a mistake there and start to move towards second. And here's a ground ball to the right side and fielded pretty cleanly. That's a really good play by the second baseman. And Savino Sanchez, he grabbed it, and as he went to throw, it looked like maybe his foot slipped out from underneath him, but he was able to make a good throw over to first, and the inning is over. 4-3 on the putout. And we go to the top of the 5th. It's Roswell 2, Alamogordo 1 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball right here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All others are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ball hit towards short. The throw is going to be a little bit off the mark on the very first pitch of the top of the fifth inning. And Adrian Lucetto is going to beat it out. Eldred tried to tag him on the way by, but could not do so. I'm going to give him an infield single on that, but you certainly could argue an error if you wanted to. As the throw is on the mark, he's out at first. Pickoff throw to first. That was pretty close, but runner gets back in time. The Roswell starts off the inning with a infield single, and they bring up Davion Dominguez, and he will lay down a bunt, and that will go foul up the third base line. That was a really nice bunt from Dominguez. That did not go foul by much. And so be 0-1. So runner on first, and 0-1. We'll see if he tries to lay down the sacrifice again here. Does. This one will go back towards the pitcher. It'll be snagged by the third baseman. That was a great dig by Eldred, and they may catch the man in between. They will, it looks like. Did he get him? Yes, they tagged him out. Boy, that's some really heads-up defense and a base running mistake there from Roswell, but there were a couple of really good defensive plays there for the Tigers. Number one, Eldred on a one-hopper was able to snag that one on the throw from Williams by the third baseman, and then Eldred threw it out to second, and the throw from the second baseman was a little late, and most importantly for the Tigers there, the way that they were able to cover, because the third baseman, I believe, was up the line, so that was the shortstop that was covering over at third. That was Tupper, and so Tupper was able to make the tag as the runner was going by. So good defensive rotation by the Tigers, and overall, that's a big set of plays there for Alamo as there's 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Here's a little soft liner over into right field and a base hit for Lynn. And so Roswell gets a base runner back on, second hit of the inning. So in all of that, that was 5-3. And then, I don't know what you would call it, 5-3 to 4-6 double play. Something like that. Oh, there's 2 down, I can say that much. This is a ground ball. That is a fair ball up the third base line, and it'll go deep down into the hole. A little bit of trouble fielding it cleanly out in left field. The run will not be able to score, but it's a 2-out double, and it's second and third here for Roswell, as they have just sort of forgotten about that mistake there in the field, and now their cleanup hitter with runners on second and third has a chance to break this game wide open. They'd already have 1 run across here if not for the base running miscue. And this one is hit in the air towards right field. It should be playable. It is. And the inning is over. Very quick. It was first pitch. The Coyotes swung on first pitch in 3 of those 4 at-bats in the inning. They got hits on, or 3 of the 5 at-bats, they got hits on 3 of them. One of them was a sacrifice attempt that was ended up in a double play. And then that one is popped out to right field. So they had decided that they were going to be aggressive and go after early pitches there on Kellen Wall. And for the most part, it worked out really well, and they just couldn't take advantage. So for the Tigers, a very quick 5th inning. It was adventurous, to say the least, but they get out of there with no damage done. 2 runners left on, 3 hits for Roswell in the inning. No Tiger errors, and as a matter of fact, some really nice defensive plays, and most importantly, no runs. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, It is the Tigers trailing the Coyotes 2-1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Suite Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And the Tigers will set up their 2, 3, and 4 hitters to begin this inning. Billy Copeland, who's 1 for 1. Single, a walk, and a run scored today. And he will watch the first one right in there for a strike. And the second inning of work here for Joaquin Bolaños. As the righty into his motion, here's the pitch. And this one is hit into shallow left center field. It's going to hang up and able to charge and make the play is the center fielder, Davion Dominguez. And so with one down, he has a single and a walk as well. Stolen base in there, 1 for 1 on the day. Here comes the wind of the pitch, and will miss high on the breaking ball. And 1-0 for Williams. Preston Eldred, the other man due up in the inning for the Tigers. And the pitch. And fouled off and out of play. Count evens up at 1-1. Breaking ball that moves across strike zone but ends up in the dirt low and away. And so the count is 2-1. Pitch from Bolaños. That is in there for a called strike on the fastball, 2-2. Williams settles into the box. Sorry for getting disconnected there, folks. Don't know what you missed, so we'll just go through what's happened so far. Second pitch of the inning, Billy Copeland popped out to left center field. And then Brandon Williams on a 2-2 pitch was caught looking on a pitch in the outside corner from Joaquin Bolaños. Just outside on a pitch to Preston Eldred. So it's 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. And it's the Coyotes leading the Tigers 2-1 in game 1 of this doubleheader. And this is hit high in the air, but it will go foul and out of play. And so Eldred behind in the count 0-2. Tigers have had a base runner in every inning, but Roswell trying to get him down in order for the first time today. And our strike away from doing so. And I'm sorry, it's 1-1, not 0-2. My bad. In the dirt, 2-1. Eldred, by the way, ground out RBI and also ground out into a fielder's choice. And a swing and a miss, and the count is 2-2. And there's the pitch. And Eldred gets underneath this one. High in the air to shallow right field into foul territory. And that is a solid play by the second baseman as he makes the long run, Savino Sanchez. And the inning is over. So the Tigers do go down in order for the first time today. And their deficit remains 2-1. We go to the top of the sixth inning with the Coyotes in front. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As Roswell leads this one 2-1. Top of the sixth inning in game one of our doubleheader. Kellen Wall continues to pitch, ground ball. And once again, Roswell going after the first pitch as they did, I think, every hitter but one in the last inning. This will ground foul, though, up the third base side. Five, 6, and 7 in the order here for Roswell as this is high in the air to right center field. And making the long run is Cade Kiss. He will call off the right fielder, Williams. Or McGinnis, I should say. I'm sorry. And there is one down. Diego Villa, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, comes to the plate. Here's the pitch from Wall. High and outside. In the count, 1-0. Yeah, you gotta wonder if Roswell saw something somewhere along the line and felt like, you know, they needed to go after first pitches more. Down and in as Wall misses, and it's 2-0. But now Villa has laid off the first couple of pitches and got himself ahead in the count. Looking for the fastball and does not get the call. Thought that had caught the outside corner, but it is outside. Maybe that was low. The Wall has fallen behind the count 3-0. And that one will miss high and inside, and a 4-pitch walk. Well, hasn't been any, as Roswell made a pitching change after 4 innings. Tigers haven't shown any interest, or I guess was it 3 innings, 4 innings? It was 3 innings, yeah. And a courtesy runner. And a pickoff throw to first. I must have missed one of the players in the lineup from earlier. I think I heard Alejandro Solano swing and a miss here from Elias Lujan. And the count is 0-1. I did. Alejandro Serrano is number 9. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. And so 0-2 here to Lujan. Bright sunshiny day on this Saturday afternoon. Thought it was going to be a little windy, but there's a slight breeze coming in from right field. It's not bad at all. Ended up with a great day. The 0-2. Runner goes. Ball is hit high in the air. It is in foul territory. Eldred will get to it. Runner does get back just in time, as Serrano was pretty much all the way to second base on that. And so a second pop out of the inning with a walk there in between. And so A.B. Toscano will come to the plate. Toscano's got a single and an RBI and a strikeout. 1 for 2 on the day. 2 outs and a runner on first for Roswell in the top of the 6th. Pitch is outside, as Phillips was out of his stance, looking to a throw to first, but no pickoff attempt there. And the 1-0. Breaking pitch that just stays above the knees. That's a tough one for the hitter. Is it the entire way it's coming in? It looks like it's inside, and then it sweeps across, and that was right at the knees as well. 1-1. Swing and a miss as he goes up in the velocity there. Comes with fastball, and it's 1-2. Runner on first and 2 outs. Wall trying to keep this a 1-run game. He has pitched well today. And a little tapper behind home plate. And the count will remain 1-2, but Toscano keeps the at-bat alive. Bit of a pause as the Roswell on-deck hitter, Adrian Lucetto, goes and grabs that foul ball. And now we're ready to go. Another 1-2. Runner goes. Here's the throw to second. It is going to get behind the bag, so no tag applied. As Copeland tried to get there, but the ball rolled behind the bag. So give a stolen base there to Serrano. And the count's now 2-2. Pitch. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. So Wall comes up with a big strikeout to end the inning, as the Tigers trying to find a way back in front here. Led 1-0 early, but Roswell's led 2-1 since the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Coyotes 2, Tigers 1, and you're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong.
Welcome back. The Tigers trailing 2-1, bottom of the sixth inning, and will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Kellen Wall, Aiden Tupper, and Aiden McGinnis for Alamogordo. And staying on the mound is Joaquin Bolaños for Roswell. Tigers went down in order for the first time in this game, and that was right in the heart of the order, 2-3-4. Wall is 0 for 2, a pop-out and a strikeout. As the lefty facing the right-handed pitching Bolaños. And Wall, ground ball in the hole and into right field for a base hit. And Wall gets things started here for the Tigers. And you could tell as he was running up the first base line trying to get his dugout fired up. A leadoff single for the Tigers. And so Aiden Tupper, who has struck out and lined out, made good contact on that line out to center field back in the third. See if he can make something happen here against Bolaños. It'll be his first time seeing him. And a breaking ball, and one that is hit high in the air and looks like it's going to get out of play. It will. And that was A.B. Toscano. So Tupper behind the count 0-1. Wall standing at first. And a throw over to first, not going to be in time. Wall was hopping around a little bit over there. It was a long wait, and Tupper had no interest in calling time at home plate, so almost felt like a standoff there. And here is a pop-up on a bunt attempt, and nobody able to make a play as it goes into foul territory. Long run there for the third baseman, Lucetto. Runner on first, and nobody out. 2 strikes. Tupper will again make contact and again send this one out of play, foul. And we'll keep the count 0-2. The tying run at first for the Tigers in the late innings here, bottom of the sixth. And a swing and a miss, and then a pickoff throw to first. Not going to be in time, but it was pretty close. That was heads up there from Diego Villa. So now Aiden McGinnis, who has singled and reached on an error. That number 7 spot, trying to pay off that leadoff single from Wall. And the righty will step in here against the right-handed pitching Bolaños. And another pickoff throw to first. No tag applied. And Wall showing the, I don't want to say the damage, but the results of sliding a few times back into first. And he'll have to do it again here. Another pickoff throw. As that dirt all across the front of his uniform. I wonder if the Tigers are thinking hit and run here or just a straight steal here for Wall. He goes, and I think they were thinking hit and run as it's fouled off back in our direction, and the count is 0-1. McGinnis steps into the box. And Wall again takes his lead away from first. Bolaños. And he'll come set, and we'll make another pickoff throw to first. Wasn't much of a lead there for Wall. I think that's the third or fourth time. Time going to be called here. And not sure what reason that they needed to call time there. Pitch is high, and then here's a throw to first, and Wall decided not to slide there on the pickoff attempt from Villa. That was maybe a little bit closer for comfort for the Tigers, but he gets back in time. Wall again takes a pretty good lead. We'll just do another pickoff throw here. Doesn't go. And the pitch misses high. And so it's 2-1 here to McGinnis. Tigers running out of opportunities. Down 2-1 at the bottom of the sixth inning. And a swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch there from Bolaños. And McGinnis did his best to hold up on it, but that thing not only moving up from about the letters down to the knees, was also coming across the plate. Two and two. Same pitch, ground ball, left ball led, and that's going to get past the third baseman. Wall will hold up at second. Just took kind of an in-between hop over the glove. It was certainly playable. And the Tigers put a runner in scoring position for the DH Eric Vasquez, who has reached both times, a walk and a fielder's choice. But has an opportunity to draw this one back even, if not more. When we talked to him before the season, that was one big thing that he really wanted to work on, was his hitting going into the season. Bolaños from the stretch to the plate. And this is hit in the air to left center field. It will get down. The field will be cut off. And this game is tied. Kellen Wall with the leadoff single, and the Tigers have first and second still with one out, RBI for Vasquez. And Ryan Macklin will come to the plate here with an opportunity to give the Tigers the lead here late and an opportunity to win the game in the top of the seventh. So Macklin up, put down a sacrifice bunt his first time up, struck out his other time, and he swings and I think got maybe a piece of it, but into the catcher's glove, and it's 0-1 to Macklin. Swings and misses as that one is down and in the dirt. And so Bolaños has gotten ahead here 0-2. Cade Kiss, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Macklin on 3 pitches. Now, Tigers again were trying to get in between or get the Coyotes not paying attention. Instead, they make a mistake, and now looks like the third base coach for the Tigers has something he wants to talk about with the field umpire there. And so he wants to have the two umpires get together and discuss this. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. Clearly out. Yeah, they're both going to say out. Well, unfortunately for the Tigers, that has been something that has hurt them this season, or from last season and carrying over this season. A couple of base running mistakes there, and Roswell took advantage. I was looking down at my score sheet, and honestly, didn't see. I think I don't know if the Tigers were trying to, get a runner over to third, which, hard to know what exactly happened there. So the Tigers are going to make a pitching change in the top of the seventh. as they will bring on Cade Kiss to pitch for the Tigers. And looks like Aiden McGinnis is going to go to center. And trying to tell who's headed out to right field for the Tigers, because Kiss obviously was in center field. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back top of the 7th. The Tigers have tied it up, though. It's 2-2. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And so the Tigers bring on a new pitcher as Cade Kiss. The lefty will pitch now. Was out in center field, and I'll go into his motion, and the first pitch is going to take a high hop off the plate. And so it's 1-0. So I believe Kellen Wall has moved to second base for the Tigers. As the pitch misses high. And so I'm just going to assume that the Tigers' second baseman, Billy Copeland, moved out to right. And looking on the outside corner for a strike, and he gets it, 2-1. Adrian Lucetto, the number 9 hitter, leading things off for Roswell in the bottom or the top of the 7th, and that's in there for a strike again on the outer half of the plate, and it's 2-2. Here's the pitch. And he went around and didn't really put much effort into that swing. I think he wanted to hold up, but his body wouldn't let him, and down swinging. So Kiss trying to come in and lock things down and keep this a tie game going to the bottom of the 7th. And top of the order here with Davian Dominguez. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Dominguez is 0 for 3, strikeout, pop out, and a ground out. 0-1 will hit the outside corner for a called strike. 0-2. And that is high into the backstop. Certainly a change in velocity here with Kiss into the game. Wall's got a really good fastball, but Kiss, there's a little bit of a step up there. So definitely a change here for the Roswell hitters. And this is hit in the air to left field and parking underneath it and making the grab for out number 2 is Ryan Macklin. And Luke Lynn will come to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Scored a run in the 3rd, couple of singles for him today. And that'll deflect off the catcher and take a big carom back to the netting towards the Roswell dugout. And it's 1-0. Right at the knees on the fastball. It's 1-1. Good pitch there from Kiss. 2 outs and the base is empty. Roswell's been a good 2-out hitting team today, though. And this one hit at Wall at second on an in-between hop. He was able to grab it, toss on to first, and the inning is over. So the Tigers sit the Coyotes down in order for the first time today here in the top of the 7th inning. And can the Tigers make something happen in the bottom half? They'll have the top of the order to the plate when we return. It's the Tigers 2, the Coyotes 2 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Bottom of the 7th coming up for you next here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
I support our community, so I shop locally and work with other area businesses whenever I can. My credit union does too, so I became a member there. My credit union offers online bill pay, mobile banking, and e-statements. I get first-name friendly service along with faster, smarter banking. That's an unbeatable combination.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Top of the order for the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cade Kiss will lead things off, followed by Billy Copeland and Brandon Williams. Kiss looking for his first hit of the day. Strikeout, pop out, ground out. And a wonderful time to get your leadoff hitter on base. And a tie ball game. And you're the home team at that walk-off opportunity here for the Tigers. Bolaños will continue pitching for Roswell. And Kiss will foul this one off out of play behind home plate. And 0-1. Copeland and Williams have had solid days, both of them with hits and walks, and have been on a couple of times. However, in their at-bats against Bolaños, pop-out strikeout. This will be the second time for Kiss to see Bolaños. That breaking pitch will miss outside. Count evens up at 1-1. Righty versus lefty here. As Kiss steps in. And down and in, it misses. And the count now 2-1. And here comes the pitch. And right in there for a strike. Kiss watched that one all the way in, bending at the knees, hoping that wasn't going to stay in the strike zone, but called a strike by the home plate umpire, and the count is 2-2. 2-2, and this one is hit high in the air to right field. It is going to be a long run, and making the catch is the right fielder. Wasn't much of a reaction from the crowd there. Wasn't sure. So Toscano comes on and makes a fine play. I figured either Roswell or Alamogordo fans would have been. That was not an easy play. Now here's the part of the order that's had. Everybody through the order's had some success today. We'll see if Copeland can get something going. He's been on twice today, 1 for 2. And watches the first pitch in there, miss a little bit high. And the count 1-0. And that breaking ball's in there for a called strike. And now 1-1 here to Copeland. Walked in the first, eventually scored, singled in the third, and then popped out in the fifth. And here is a ground ball to the right side. Should be playable. It's a little dribbler, but getting the throw on to first is Sanchez. And we may be headed towards extras here. There's 2 down now. And Brandon Williams will come to the plate. The Tigers can put something together with 2 outs. They really haven't been doing much with 2 outs in this game, so it would be the first time, but that would be okay for the Tigers. And low and away, the first offering to him. So 1-0 to Williams. Preston Eldred reach. And that will hit the outer half of the plate for a called strike. And the count is 1-1. Tigers with a run in the first. Coyotes with a run in the second, run in the third, and then Alma with a run in the bottom of the sixth. And outside it misses, maybe a touch high, 2-1. I think they're going to rue the getting caught stealing there with runners on first and second with 2 outs in the last inning. That was a pretty good chance there for the Tigers, and they just kind of threw it away a little bit with the, not really sure what happened, to be honest, but one of their guys got caught stealing. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. And so Williams step back in with 2 strikes, 2 outs, and nobody on. Tied up at 2. And here's the pitch. In the dirt. Easy one for Williams to lay off of, and it's 3-2. So full count to the Tiger third baseman. Any way you can extend the inning, you never know what might happen. 3-2, and a swing and a miss. And that will end the inning, and we go to extras. Tied up at 2 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, headed to extra innings here at Tiger Stadium. The Tigers and the Coyotes all tied up at 2. And it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Coyotes to the plate. Cade Kiss will begin his second inning of work, as it'll be Bolaños, Lynn, and Sanchez. Bolaños is 2 for 3. He's reached all 3 times. He reached on an error in the third, but a single and a double in his other 2 tries. Swings and misses at the fastball from Kiss, and it's 0-1. And a ground ball right back to the middle, and that'll be a base hit. It just sort of dribbles into the outfield. And the Tigers surrender a leadoff single. And it'll be Noah Lynn coming to the plate. Has popped out twice, flown out the other time. So been getting underneath these pitches. Looks like we're going to see a courtesy runner as Bolaños is the pitcher. And waiting for the Roswell courtesy runner to make his way out of the dugout. And here he comes. And so they'll bring Jaime Navarro to run. And so Noah Lynn will get his first opportunity here against Cade Kiss. He has swung in early in at-bats. Swung the second pitch first time up, same with the third time, and the first pitch gets ahead 1-0 as the pitch misses. Kissel hit the outside corner and even it up at 1-1. Nobody out and a runner on first for Roswell, top of the 8th inning. That's right in there for a strike. Good pitch from Kiss. So Lynn, who's been pretty aggressive at the plate early in at-bats, hasn't swung at anything here yet. It's 1-2. And high and away. 2-2. Kiss ready to go. And that's well outside. Easy for Lynn to lay off. 3-2. Roswell would love to get a couple runners on here early. And so a big pitch here at 3-2 with a runner on first and nobody out. Certainly opens up the possibilities of what you can do. And a ground ball to the right side. That's going to get through. Wall was covering close to second for a double play opportunity. Oh, but they're going to get the man at second as a base running mistake there for Roswell. Both teams have had that as Navarro went past the bag at second, and the Tigers threw it into the infield quickly. Wall is a little worse for wear after, I'm not sure what happened there. He's holding his, looks like his left arm. Well, he's giving the thumbs up now, so I guess just needed a second to recover, but big mistake there from Roswell, as they would have had a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and instead it's just a runner on first. And so Savino Sanchez, who has singled and scored in this game, comes to the plate. And he'll pop this one up on the infield. Just into the outfield grass is the Tiger shortstop. Aiden Tupper makes the grab. And there's 2 down. An inning that had some promise for Roswell, all of a sudden, they still got a runner on with 2 outs. Diego Villa, who has walked and struck out twice, will come to the plate. First time he's seen Kiss. And a ground ball right back to pitcher. Kiss with a nice stab. He'll make the throw to first, and the inning is over. 1-3 on the putout. And a relatively quick 8th inning. As I said, Roswell looked like they were about to have runners on first and second with nobody out, and then all of a sudden it's the runner getting tagged out, a pop out, and a ground out back to the pitcher. And the Tigers will have another chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 8th We're all tied up at 2. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Suite Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. It is the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Tigers and the Coyotes are tied at 2. Game 1 of a doubleheader. We've got another one coming up after this. We'll probably take about a 15, 20-minute break in between games and then get started with the second one. So that one might begin closer to 3 o'clock would be my guess. Preston Eldred will come to the plate and try to get things started here for the Tigers. So it'll be Preston Eldred, Kellen Wall, and Aiden Tupper. And this one hit in the air to the right field area. It should be in foul territory, but Lynn looks like he's going to get underneath it at first. And so a quick pop out into foul territory to begin the 8th inning for the Tigers. And so Eldred now 0 for 4 on the day. Does have that RBI back in the first. And so Kellen Wall, who got the single to lead things off in the 6th, eventually came around and scored on the RBI single from Eric Vasquez. Is going to try to make something happen here. Bolaños continuing on the mound for Roswell. He's been in since the 4th inning. And Wall will flank this one off foul towards the Roswell dugout on the third base side. And falls behind the count 0-1. Breaking ball, and it is hit in the air to right field. And eventually coming on and making the play in shallow right field is Toscano. And so the Tigers with 2 quick outs here. And so Aiden Tupper to the plate. A couple of strikeouts and a line out. As this one maybe headed towards another extra inning. As this one hit in the air to center field. And it looks like it's going to be easily snagged out there by Davian Dominguez. And a very quick 1, 2, 3 for the Tigers is just 4 pitches thrown. And Alamogordo's down in order in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th inning. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Coyotes 2, the Tigers 2.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Living a life
love my life. Always on the go. My life is mobile, and so is my credit union. With a mobile website that lets me pay bills, check my balance, even find the nearest ATM. All designed to fit my phone, my tablet, and my life.
Loco Credit Union, your credit union, federally insured by NCUA. Visit us online at lococreditunion.com.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. To the top of the ninth inning we go. And of course, in high school baseball, it means it's our second extra innings. So somebody out there may be thinking, well, 9 innings is not extra. Don't forget, it's 7 innings. I know softball does ghost runners. I don't know if there's at some point that baseball does. For some reason, I seem to remember high school baseball getting rid of ghost runners, but maybe it's after a certain amount of innings that they do that. I don't know. And when I mean ghost runner, you start a man on second at the beginning of the inning. Usually it's the guy that was last out in the previous inning, but I guess they may have gotten rid of that. And outside, it misses on the first pitch is Elias Lujan, the DH. He has reached once on a walk, a pop out, and a ground out, his other 2 tries. And the 1-0's in there for a strike, 1-1. Kiss ready to go. Here's the pitch, and this one hit in the air towards the foul territory on the right side. Eldred trying to make an over-the-shoulder snag, but that was a long run and certainly not an easy grab, but it'll just go as a strike, and it's 1-2. So it's 7, 8, 9 in the order here for Roswell. The 1-2. And tried a breaking ball on the back door, but couldn't get the called strike. It's 2-2. Kiss into his motion. Here's the pitch. And fouled off and out of play. And the count will remain 2-2. Kiss has been out there since the 7th inning, so his 3rd inning of work, or the start of his 3rd inning of work. 2-2, and in the dirt. And so it's now 3-2 to the Roswell DH. Toscano and Lucero, the other 2 hitters up this inning. Toscano's got a hit, so does Lucero. Both those guys are 1 for 3. And Lucero has seen Kiss already in this game. And just getting a piece of it. And that's kind of interesting. Lujan, right afterwards, I think he felt like he was calling time, and Kiss had gone, so he wasn't quite ready. Outside it misses, and Lujan draws the walk. So Lujan heads over to first, and Toscano will come to the plate. As I said, a single back in the second, brought in a run, and has struck out his other 2 times. Here's the pitch from Kiss. Bunt attempt, and that's a good one. Kiss with the throw to first is going to be in time, moves that runner up to second. So a really good sacrifice there from Toscano. No play other than to first for Kiss. And bring up Adrian Lucero. Kiss leaning over with his hands on his knees there for a second, but I guess he's okay. Kiss will now step off the pitching rubber and he'll reset. Runner on second with 1 out. Roswell's looking to bunt again, and they will bunt again, and they will tag the runner out coming up the first base line. Home plate umpire called him out. So it's runner on third with 2 outs. But they will need a base hit. So a couple of sacrifices in a row. They get back to the top of the order. And Davian Dominguez, who has struck out, popped out, grounded out, and popped out. If he can come away with a hit. However, wild pitch is something that's in play here as well. That's a good pitch. Good movement on the fastball from Kiss. Like that was moving inside, and then it started to move back towards the outside of the plate. Fouled off and back to the screen, and Kiss quickly had 0-2. The reason I mentioned the wild pitch, Kiss has had some pitches that have gone to the backstop a couple of times, and that's something to watch for here. But he's a strike away from getting out of the inning. This is high. 1-2. Still got a couple of waste pitches here. Going to chase something. Don't give him something in the strike zone to hit here. 1-2, and just getting a piece of it and sending it out of play is Dominguez, and we'll keep it 1-2. Top of the 9th inning. Extra innings here at Tiger Stadium, and has heard a few people say free baseball for the first game of the season. Absolutely. Runner on third, and a base hit or a wild pitch could give Roswell the lead. The 1-2. High, it misses. 2-2. And it's one of those that you maybe don't want to miss that by that much, because that was about at the eyes. You want to at least make the hitter think about it a little bit. The 2-2. Just gets a piece of it again. This is a good at-bat here from Dominguez. He's gotten just a piece of a couple of these and has kept the at-bat alive. It's 2-2. Kiss trying to battle through and keep this a tie ball game going to the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Called strike 3, and Dominguez disagreed vehemently. Felt like that was low. And the umpire taking a long look over towards the Roswell dugout afterwards. But a called strike 3. It was close. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the 9th, tied up at 2. And now we see the home plate umpire walking over towards the Roswell dugout. And I'm sure having a discussion with the coach. I don't know what else maybe was being said there. I understand frustration on that, but I'm sure trying to, well, maybe not. Maybe it just was a change in the lineup, actually, so. All right. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. We've definitely filled our commercial out. Looks like it's going to be a pitching change here for Roswell. So, yeah, I don't think the home plate umpire was just looking in that direction because of the disagreement on the strike call there. I think he was probably aware that Roswell was going to make a change, and so the change will be number 6 for Roswell coming into pitch now, and that is Adrian Lucero. So Lucero will take over on the mound, and it'll be a new pitcher for the Coyotes. It'll be the 3rd one the Tigers will face. I believe Toscano is just going to switch places with him. He's going to go back to 3rd. And it'll be another right-handed pitcher. Tigers will send up their 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the inning. They've gone down in order in both the 7th and the 8th innings. And unfortunately have not got the bats going when they've needed to here in late innings when they've had an opportunity to end the game. Roswell's had the best opportunities of making something happen here in the extra innings. In the top of the 8th, they should have had runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out, but a base running miscue got the runner out at 2nd. In the last inning, got a leadoff walk and then put down 2 bunts. but a strikeout ended the inning. So Roswell certainly threatened more, but have not been able to cash in yet. And the Tigers just looking to get some base runners on and, try to, the biggest thing, just try to put the pressure on a little bit here. And so it'll be Lucero to take over on the mound. And the right-handed hitting Aiden McGinnis leads things off for the Tigers. Aiden's 1 for 3, but he has reached all 3 times, reached on 2 errors in this game. And he'll send this one to the right side, and that is through for a base hit. So the Tigers get it started with a leadoff hit. McGinnis has got good speed. And we'll see what the Tigers do. Eric Vasquez, who has knocked in a run today, has reached all 3 times, a single, a walk, and a fielder's choice, will come to the plate. And the Tigers get aggressive on the very first pitch thrown by the new Tiger pitcher, or new Coyote pitcher, I should say, Lucero. And first pitch in there for a called strike. And 0-1 to Vasquez. So Vasquez steps in. Lucero working out of the stretch. McGinnis, pretty good lead. And Vasquez will send this out of play up the first base side. And the count is 0-2. DHing here in this first game. Wouldn't be too surprised if he's pitching the second game. The 0-2. And that comes inside and off the glove and to the backstop, and the runner's to second. I think the third base coach had wanted the runner to go all the way to third, but he stopped at second. I think he might have been able to make it if he hadn't stopped at second, but I can appreciate the hesitation. So it should be 1-2, I believe. And it is. So 1-2 the count. And Vasquez will get just a piece of it and keep the at-bat alive. Hadn't seemed to be any interest in trying to lay down a sacrifice for Vasquez spot. However, ground ball to the right side. That should move the runner up. But a base hit could win the game. And this one is hit into left field. Not going to be able to score the run as Vasquez will pick up the single, but it's runners on the corners with nobody out as the Tigers go back-to-back on singles. And so a deep fly ball could end this game. I would think you're sending Vasquez to second here, and the infield is in. Macklin already showed he can bunt. I don't know if the Tigers would try a squeeze play, but I think with the infield playing in, you probably don't do that here. But Ryan Macklin a chance to walk this one off. And went around, he did. He tried to hold up on a check swing, but it'll be 0-1. Cade Kiss at the top of the order, due up next. Back-to-back singles for the Tigers. A wild pitch. Runner goes. That'll be basically defensive indifference. They only care about the runner at third, so. 1-1 to Macklin. Yeah, because they're not worried about a double play or anything like that anyway, so. Macklin will watch the breaking ball in the dirt. And it's 2-1. First inning work here for Adrian Lucero. Coyotes had Jace Griffin pitch the first 3 innings and then the next 5 by Bolaños. Check swing, but it's going to be a called strike anyway. And 2-2 here to Macklin. And the pitch to Macklin. Inside. And he's taken the count full here, 3-2. Walk is fine as well if you're the Tigers. That, again, just turns the pressure a little bit. Three and 2. And that'll miss outside. And the Coyotes wanted that call, did not get it. It was close, but I didn't think it was a clear strike 3. And so the base is loaded, and Cade Kiss will step up to the plate. Kiss will watch the first one, then there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Base is loaded, nobody out. Lucero was into his motion. And Roswell felt like time was not called, but the home plate umpire had granted it. In the dirt, and it'll stay right with the catcher, so nobody able to advance. And the count is 1-1. Kiss swings and misses, 1-2. Billy Copeland in the on-deck circle, who has a hit today. Kiss 0 for 4, but has an opportunity here to walk this one off for the Tigers. Here comes the 1-2. And right back up the middle. And it is down for a base hit. The Tigers win it. And Alamogordo grabs a win in game 1, 3-2, as they jump out there and celebrate with Cade Kiss, who gets the RBI single, and Alamogordo with the win over the Roswell Coyotes here in game number 1. We will wrap this one up and join you on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show when we return. It's the Tigers 3, the Coyotes 2. Stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Appliances, furniture, medical, repairs, weekend getaway, vacations, consolidations, and more. OFCU's personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply online or in person today. OteroFCU.org. All loans are subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers winners in game one of their doubleheader here against the Roswell Coyotes. And 1-0 on the season. Great way to start the year for the Tigers. They do it in 9 innings and get the walk-off RBI single from Cade Kiss and a 3-2 victory. Pitching-wise for the Tigers, Kellen Wall went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 7 Ks, 2 walks, and 2 runs. And Cade Kiss came in and pitched the final 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and most importantly, no runs. Meanwhile, for the Tigers hitting, Kiss ends up 1 for 5 on the day, but has the biggest hit, an RBI single with the bases loaded and nobody out. Billy Copeland went 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. Brandon Williams was 1 for 3. I'm sorry, Copeland was 1 for 3 as well. Williams went 1 for 3, a single and a walk and a stolen base. Preston Eldred was 0 for 4 with an RBI. Kellen Wall was 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. Aiden Tupper went 0 for 3. Aiden McGinnis was 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a run scored, the game-winning run for the Tigers. Eric Vasquez came up with 2 hits, an RBI, also a walk in there, so 2 for 3. And Ryan Macklin was 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice bunt for the Tigers. So great effort from Alamogordo. Really fun game between both teams, and I wonder what we'll get in game 2. Is it going to be something similar? Are we going to get something completely different? I genuinely couldn't tell you, but thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show. We're going to wrap up this first game broadcast. If you're listening to us on our Alamo Sports YouTube channel, go to the page. We'll have the second game on a different link, so it'll be a different video for you to watch there. Or, I mean, I know it's just audio, but you get what I'm saying. If you're listening to us on the radio, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, alamosportsandtalk.com, on your Alexa device or on your Exciter Media app, just stay with us. We're going to go to ESPN Radio for probably 15 minutes or so, and as soon as we're ready for first pitch, we'll be sure to bring you right back here to Tiger Stadium. And, hey, if you're listening to us in the area, you've got a whole other game that you can come on out and watch. It is a beautiful day. We'd encourage you to come on out here, and you can watch game number 2 of the doubleheader, which should start, I'd say probably around 3 o'clock would be my guess. But, again, the Tigers get the win, 3-2, Cade Kiss with the walk-off RBI single, and they defeat the Roswell Coyotes. We'll bring you back here to Tiger Stadium here in just a little while. Stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for partly cloudy and breezy. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 44, Cloudcroft a low of 32. For Sunday, sunny skies, partly cloudy tomorrow night, windy as well. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 70, low of 44. Cloudcroft tomorrow, high of 53, and an overnight low of 34 degrees.
The New Mexico Museum of Space History applauds our exploration of the heavens with a mix of high-tech entertainment and dramatic exhibits. Many major breakthroughs in technology occurred in the Alamogordo area, and the New Mexico